Hello. We have a DJ? Mike. They're talking Discord. Hello.
Good evening.
How are we doing?
I'm good. I have popped out the chat and ready to go.
Popped the chat out.
Yeah, popped out my chat.
Sounds thoroughly disgusting. Shall we put out a few messages, wait for a couple of more people? Or shall we just crack on?
Give it a few minutes. I think they'll get the idea. Seeing as the channel is filling up.
Poke everybody. Everybody pokes the person next to you and they poke the person next to them. Everybody have a good weekend.
A good weekend, yes. No, it was quite nice actually this weekend.
There was a weekend?
Was indeed. It went. It's gone. And a week later.
I know that feeling.
Spent 3 weeks preparing, and it's over in 60 seconds.
22 minutes here, but hey. We can pull better numbers than that. think about rolling them?
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Or not? I think Fred's about to go ballistic in a minute. In one of those days. Okay, we'll roll then. So, welcome to Roundtable 77. Still got my eye avidly on general chat. It seems people who want opinions should really get on the roundtable. So, catch up with the WNG team, find out what we've got planned for the coming weeks, and also hear about changes that have happened over the last week, day, minute, quarter of an hour. We'll also be doing some Q&A afterwards and influencing the future of the community. Remember that one, it's important. Weekly maintenance at 9 a.m. Wednesday as usual, and thank you for joining. Let's crack on. So I've got some Rust news first this week, as it's Rust White Month this month. This Thursday coming should be around 7 p.m. whenever they drop the patch. We're going to have a full wipe on Rust, which means we've got some new stuff coming. Yay! We have a new map. It's called Red Sands. I will provide a link to the map in the Rust feedback channel, the Rust Global channel, later on in the week, featuring a cobalt mine. Cobalt, not that you mine cobalt. Cobalt is the name of the organization as the scientists run it, for those that don't know. So there's a cobalt mine, an offshore military complex, which is really cool, kind of like a huge, great big, rusty lab facility on stilts in the middle of the ocean, and an MOT testing center where you can service your car. All the POIs you could possibly want are present on the map, same as the last map, so nobody's going to have to make compromises. It's a fully custom 3K size map, and it's completely badass. Raidable bases are here. Feedback, as always, welcome on raidable bases, but the last I heard from discussion was these were in quite a good place. We're going to have our first rollout of the new NPC system this week as well. So off the back of the Fear Weekend, I've been working hard sort of Sunday and Monday. This is still a work in progress and is going to be tweaked and changed throughout as we sort of get feedback and learn how they react. And these bad boys are going to be present all around the map in different forms. They change their outfits and loadout depending on the POI they're assigned to, which is cool because Rust's default thing is I'm a scientist, I wear a hazmat suit. They're capable of lobbing grenades at you, smoke grenade deployment, and have the ability to heal themselves like a normal player would, which is all cool. The A-Train is going to be active. That's been tweaked and made compatible with the new map. It's also undergoing some changes to make it more accessible to single players. Feedback has indicated that they're a little bit difficult to take down for your average solo player. So first of the changes, NPCs on board can now only see you if they are looking at you. So you have now the option to sneak up on them. You can now block the train with cars or gyrocopters, which before were removed completely. So you now have the option of stopping the train, take out the guards and the turrets, and the driver can be killed as usual. You can also, and this has took me a little bit of working out, but you can now also hook other train cars onto the main train. So if you go and grab yourself a train off the map somewhere, get some low-grade fuel in there and get that bad boy rolling, you can now hook onto the back of the A train and storm it from the rear. So all those changes are going to be coming in on Thursday. And in the meantime, we're still developing our Conquest mod and are looking into more fun activities for players to engage in. We're leaning a little bit more heavily now towards a PvE approach to Rust, as that's seemingly what our audience likes. We have a lot of PvE players who would like to get into it but are scared of the PvP element. So we're going to be tailoring things to go a little bit of both ways. The same way we were kind of going with 7 Days to Die when, unfortunately, the game just lost the plot. I think we're going to continue that on into Rust. I'm generally very excited to get this in, let people see it, and get into more in the coming weeks. Do we have any quick Rust questions before we move on? I doubt we will yet, but those are your options. All new stuff coming. In that case, I will continue. Ark. Obviously, we've just had a really, really good weekend. Fear in the Forest went very well indeed. Thank you to everyone who turned up and made this the biggest event we've ever had to date. I think I saw the server fill from 0 to pretty much capacity in 5 minutes flat, which was kind of cool to see. Thousands of zombies were killed, and I'm extremely pleased with everyone's attitude on the night. Everyone came to have fun. I think we all had a blast. No, that's completely cool. You're welcome. It's nice to see that people actually did enjoy it. And of course, special thanks to Chris/Hebbigan's voice work. Totally outstanding and added a whole new element to things. And again, I would like to say thank you to those who actually did notice and pointed it out, thanking him at the end of the night. That was really cool. It's nice to see people appreciate the work that's gone in. That's really cool. Thank you again to Tula, Chris, Sandy, and DJ for the work that went into creating the environment and the code for the awesome rewards that you were all busy sharing out Saturday evening. I want to get more of these events running. I'd like to record more of them, get more of them onto YouTube because they're fun. They are a lot of work, but I think it doesn't matter when people have fun and they enjoy themselves. If they all go the way that one went, it's a pleasure to do them, and I look forward to many more. Was thinking maybe we go for a Saturday night event if everyone's up for it. Maybe we do some Scorched Earth at 6 p.m. Gladiators, like we were talking the other day. Interest? Pass it on. See what we think. I understand Sandy did a lovely event last night as well for the closing of Halloween. And I heard that several people downed a Dodo Rex in the Scorched Arena. It's all good. And then finally, and most foremost, the thing we got finished this afternoon and has been the fun of general chat for the past half an hour now. No build zones have been implemented around Extinction's OSD zones. Wanted to see how this goes because people are obviously voting on it. People have requested it. So you have your no build zones. Feedback and discuss. In fact, we'll wait before we go to the discussion. I'll rattle through everything first. One last thing on my agenda this week is Minecraft. That is now going to be shut down permanently to make room for something a bit more exciting that people are going to use. If there's anybody who does want the save from there or has put quite a bit of work in, happy to throw you the save. We're not going to get rid of it. Unless anyone's got anything else to add. Questions, please. You want the save? I can arrange that. You can't plug it into a single player world. You would have to plug it into a Deddy, but the save is there if you do want it. And the scientist, yes, we will definitely be hunting the scientist down in future evolvements. Crickets. My mic is working, right?
It is indeed.
Okay, then we're going for a record. We've been the Wicked Ninjas. You've all been awesome. Thank you and good night. The Rust server's name is Rusty Katana. You can search for it under modded. Just search for WNG under modded and make sure you tick the hit empty button because a lot of the time it is. It's there to check out. And yes, Quick Phasmo is a must. And now we get questions. When World Boss? It was that. Okay, I'm cutting it there then. Good night, guys.